I think.
I'd rather be over there. Well, maybe, I don't know. I guess it's far enough away that it'll be alright. Stage is nice.
And I must say that it is a dreadful thing to come into the presidency this way. But it would be a far worse thing to be morbid about. I intend to follow in his footsteps and use all the strength and vigor I can muster to take this country like a rocket into the 20th century.
Make this a house, into hang your hat. Make this a house, so it's mighty fast. And wear a hole in the welcome mat. Let's leave it all from wall to wall.
Ah, house is always about to look a little worse for wear. It's going to take some airing out. That's all of my sleeves and grab a bucket and the mouth and put it back the way it was before.
Make this a house,
Sound in every way.
make this a house.
You'll be proud to say
That's where I live, that's my USA.
it has a kid outside and in. Well, Miss Carmel, I'm not going to pussyfoot around or count out the power brokers. If both sides don't come to the table by next Monday, I'm going to send in the troops to take over the mine.
Do you feel your daughter Alice's behavior is appropriate for a young lady living in the White House?
Stepping over that racetrack.
Motivating in public.
No. I can do one of two things. I can either be president of the United States or I can control Alice. I can't possibly do both. All right, one way. 1, 2, hey, up. Hey. Bully.
Now you, Cabins, we've got to remember that Theodore is always only 6 years old.
Your rubber bands are under the sun this morning.
Yes, Morgan and Harriman look dangerously friendly. Well, this is your fault.
VP. You were the one who said get Roosevelt out of Albany and hide him in the vice presidency.
Well, how was I supposed to know that that damn cowboy would become president of the United States?
Gentlemen, just the people I wanted to see. Senator Lodge, William Howard Taft, and Secretary Roots are going to join us this morning in my office. Okay, young man, I want us all to set aside our differences and start pulling in the same direction. While I'm the one who runs this house, I'm going to have my say. I'm doing it my way. Begin here today, right now, I promise you. Before I'm through, I'm going to do it proud. To make it all that it was meant to be. From sea to sea to shining sea, make this a house. With the mortgage paid, make this a house. With the table laid, where we can sleep in the beds we made. Because we're sure they stand secure. Make this a house. Make this a house. God will smile upon a house of love that will be upon the promised land. Despite it bad, as it was planned. It's
Smoke out, Mr. Private, too fast! Hold on! Stop in the name of the law! Miss, you were going 15 miles an hour in a 10-mile zone. I'm going to have to write you out the summons.
Officer, could you please give it to my father? He's President of the United States.
That's one I've never heard.
What the devil's going on here? Franklin? Eleanor? Alice?
Well, I'll be chicken.
Great Scott, are you all right?
Yes, Father, I'm just fine.
But what on earth are you doing driving a Stanley steamer?
Well, it belongs to Nick Longworth, Father.
Mr. President!
Eleanor and I were just over at the house listening to the debate on the canal. We met Congressman Longworth and he offered us a lift home, but I wanted to drive.
Yes, and her pet snake got loose in the front seat, Mr. President. Yes, and she was trying to get to the brake, and snake, and I was trying to get to the brake, sir. And, well, I just want you to know it wasn't her fault. I want to explain that.
The way you explained this morning to Secretary Hay how you opposed the building of the canal in Panama?
Congress tried to build in Panama, failed.
Yes, Mr. President, a lot of us in the House feel that this country would do better in Nicaragua.
Why, that is nonsense.
Well, that was the consensus among the congressmen.
Well, how would they know? Half of them still think the world is flat. Now, Secretary Hay struck a good bargain with Colombia, offered them a fair price to release us the isthmus of Panama.
Yes, Mr. President, the point I want to make,
Congressman, if you would be so kind as to get this four-wheeled animal off my front lawn.
Yes.
Oh, officer, you did your duty. I admire that.
Thank you, sir.
But I really think Washington should have more sensible motoring laws, like the ones I enacted in New York when I was police commissioner there. A speed limit of 8 miles per hour and no cars was in the car.
Franklin,
Yes, Nick.
let's get a team of horses and haul this thing home.
Certainly.
Well, at least I'm fortunate enough to have had my motor car demolished by such a delightful young lady.
Thank you, Mr. Congressman.
Good night, Miss Roosevelt.
Good night,
Miss Roosevelt?
Mr. Roosevelt.
Miss Roosevelt.
Mr. Roosevelt.
Miss Roosevelt.
Mr. Longwood.
Miss Roosevelt.
Officer O'Malley, sir.
Officer O'Malley, Congressman Longwood from Ohio. Officer, about this summons, Miss Roosevelt and I are on our way back.
Well. Is Nick Longworth going to be your escort to your coming out party?
Who knows? At the moment, there are far too many possibilities to make a decision.
What kind of dress do we wear, Alan?
Yes, Alice. Will it be white or something more suitable?
Mr. Wheeler, just to give you something to write about, maybe I'll decide to come out in a bright red chemise. You better.
Are you going to continue to fight feminine taboos?
I'll do my damnedest. That's not impossible.
Theodore, if we calmly renegotiate.
No, Captain, you can't even negotiate with those bandits. It's like trying to nail current jelly to the wall. It can't be done. Admiral Murphy, the map. Yes, Admiral Carter, Admiral, you Bill, Captain. No, I think we just might have to teach those jackrabbits a lesson, right, Admiral?
Yes, sir.
Easy, Theodore.
Columbia's the best friend we have south of the Rio Grande.
And their Senate should have voted the American way. We're world power now. One thing I learned as Assistant Secretary of the Navy, we must have access to both oceans. Our security depends on it, so does theirs.
Absolutely correct, sir. Without access to both oceans, this country could be in major difficulty.
Yeah.
I'll have a small crisis.
Well, my dear, you'll have to wait because I have a major crisis. Colombia has rejected our treaty for the Isthmus of Panama.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, your congressman always said that might happen.
Junior congressmen should be seen and not heard. Be quiet and study this map. You might learn something. Now, we want to build a canal here, so that the people of Panama. The only minor stumbling block is the central government.
Now, Theodore!
You're talking revolution, TR.
Boys, I know it would be inappropriate for us to support a revolution. But perhaps we might send in a few troops to welcome a new country into the neighborhood.
Yes, you have an army to defend Panama.
And Mr. Taft, my little brother has a bigger army in his toy box.
Theodore, as it is, you're going to have trouble getting the party's nomination in Launch 4. But if you drag this country into a mess down in Central
We're
America...
simply looking at options, that's all. Simply looking at options. Now, Admiral, how will the Colombian forces come? Over land or sea?
Oh, the jungle is much too dense, sir, so troops would have to be brought up on the Atlantic side by ship.
I see. So put down a revolution in Panama on the Pacific side. Colombian troops would still have to get across the isthmus. How?
Well, the only way they could is by rail, sir.
Father, would it be possible to shut down the railroad?
Well, it is American owned. We can do anything we want with it. Gentlemen, there you have it.
You'll never get away with that!
You'll drag us into a war!
It will backfire, Theodore!
No, Captain, I'm simply protecting our interests. Do what any good father would do for the security of his family. Admiral, dispatch the appropriate vessels. Route coordinate the troops. You know what to do.
Aye, Mr. President! Shouldn't you consult Congress?
No, gentlemen, I want to get the job done.
Father, that's my little crisis.
Oh, yes, my dear.
I need your permission to have my coming out party in the rose garden.
Wow, that sounds like a bully idea. But what if it rains?
Oh, Father, you can take care of that.
Good Lord! She did it again!
Alice interruptus.
People are beginning to wonder who's running the country, the president or the princess.
And the little child shall lead us. It would seem he doesn't need us from the mouths of maids, etc.
What a lovely mouth!
She has it so bedazzled that the man's completely frazzled. I'm afraid she couldn't persuade him like he's my head north and south.
She can depend upon it, and the presidential bonnet doesn't need another
We
beat.
all agree we couldn't roar. The girl's become a nuisance, always putting in her 2 cents.
If we let her get away with two today,
Tomorrow, war.
She's got to go. It goes without saying. We can't have her staying and running the show.
she can't be let to interfere.
And with a flea in Teddy's ear.
Is one too many fleas, I fear she's got to go.
I feel my temples brave every time I hear him saying, I can either run the country or my daughter take your pick.
Yes, and far from doing either, he succeeds in doing neither.
There's no telling what she won't do if we don't do something quick.
She's got to go. The sooner the better. We can't let him let her. Bamboozle him so.
Boozle him so.
Election year is coming up. A year she's clearly coming up. In other words, it's summing up. She's got to go. She's got to go.
She's got to go.
That's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it.
But how do we do it?
How do we do it?
I'm just if I know.
Just find out.
She can't be let to have her say.
Without there being hell to pay.
We'll simply have to find a way.
We can't resort to force, of course.
Of course we can't endorse, of course.
But there must be some recourse.
Of course.
She's got to go. She's got to go.
Got to go.
A motion is carried.
A motion is carried.
She's got to get married.
Got to get married.
And who do we know? Who do
she's not. And after jump the gun, she's not. But if Teddy wants to run, she's what? She's got to go!
Can't invite Nick Longworth to your coming out party. He's got the most scandalous reputation in town. And he's old, almost 30. 35. Well, he has practically no hair, and he's a confirmed bachelor.
Ah, yes, that's been confirmed by every eligible girl in town.
I've read bald men are especially dangerous.
And Nick Longworth can get me into all the really smashing places in Washington.
You mean like playing poker with the Speaker of the House? Oh, Alice, how could you?
Well, that's easy. Those men are terrible card players. I always win.
Except last week, it was in all the papers. You lost $28.
Well, the point is, women should be allowed to have as much fun as men.
Well, I agree with that.
Eleanor? While I was staying in Auntie Vi's last week, look what she gave me. What is it? It's a present Father gave my mother on the night I was born. Auntie Vi saved it all these years and then gave it to me as a coming out present. I hardly have anything that belonged to my mother. A wedding dress and some photos. You know, when she died, Father was so devastated he had all of her things given away.
My goodness, Alice, it's never been opened.
Oh, no, I don't think she had a chance. It'll happen so quickly.
Listen to this.
My darling Alice Lee, whether God gives us a little Theodore or a little Alice, you will always have each other. Love, B. Well, that's what she calls him, B.
Well, are you dying to open it?
Yes, of course I am, but I just can't bring myself to. Look, it's still sealed with little forget-me-not cards. And after all, it really does belong to Father.
Never could it be. Oh, the Bronte sisters would love this. It's Wuthering Heights. It's Jane Eyre. Your mother, Alice Lee, dies hours after you were born. Uncle Theodore tries to forget by running out west and becoming a cowboy. So romantic.
Well, I don't know about romantic. I'd say bizarre or gothic. But Father never talks about Alice Lee. He never allows anybody to mention her name.
Yeah, it's all so sad.
Well, sad for Father, maybe, but not for me. Well, when he remarried, he gave me Edith, the best mother a girl could have.
Auntie Vi told me your mother was really beautiful.
Well, of course she was. She looked just like me.
Alice, you're so lucky. With your looks, you're certain to have a grand passion. I could even get Franklin to notice me.
Try wearing a low-cut gown and a red rose corsage. It never fails, I know.
Oh, Alice. When I think of Franklin,
Helena, tell.
love speaks in whispers. Sometimes it hums.
It hums and whispers. I have thought drums.
Love can be tongue-tied and painfully shy. Eyes on the floor.
Ah, Eleanor, my dear, off to New York, are you?
Yes, goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, now you come back for Alice's party. That's an order. Great Scott, Alice! You know how I feel about that filthy weed. Now, you must promise me never to smoke under my roof again.
Agreed.
Well,
But I can still smoke on the roof.
now listen, young ladies, about this this Newport crowd of yours. There's such a bunch of flub-dubs.
But I'm so glad you're here. We can talk while you help me pick out a dress for the party.
White, it's scandalous to wear anything but white to your coming out party.
Just the same. What do you think of this one?
Oh, Alice.
I don't know. It's a nice line. But I don't think it makes quite enough of an impression. What do you think, Father? Father?
Darling, I thought you said you weren't going to invite any old fogies to your coming out party.
I'm not.
Then what's the junior congressman from Ohio doing on this list? What's his name?
Nick Longman?
Yes, the Society Tabloid Delight.
Well, he's Harvard and Porcellian Club like you.
Well, he has a reputation. I did some checking into Mr. Longworth. He's the only member of his graduating class to be voted most likely to succeed at Vassar.
Great Scott, Father, I would just met the man.
All right, I suppose I can trust you.
Father, I have something that belongs to you.
Oh?
Yes. Auntie Vi saved it.
What's this? My darling Alice Lee. Will you not speak of her in my house?
Father,
Not a
why?
word!
Father,
Do you understand? Not a word!
Personally, this was the bad habit. Cleaning hearts addressed him angrily. Give your evidence, or I'll have you executed on the spot. Man had a tremble so hard he almost shook off his shoes and said, Your Majesty, it all began with the twinkling of the tea. The twinkling of the what? Said the Queen of Hearts. It all began with the tea. Oh! Horse twinkling begins with a T, said the Queen, and she stood up and shrieked, Enough of this nonsense! Off with his head! Turn him overboard! Suppress him! Pinch him! Off with his whiskers!
I think the Queen of Hearts sounded just like Papa.
True, Quentin, and this entire chapter reminds me of the Senate on a Friday afternoon.
Can we stop reading now? Please send one help.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I think it's time for us to get ready for Alice's party.
How about just a short game? Please.
Oh, very well.
Yay! I'll play Papa and be the Colonel. No, I want to play Papa and lead the charge up San Juan Hill. That's what I'm saying. You want to play Papa?
Papa, please, Papa. All right, men, dress on colors, dress on colors. Now, I just want to make it clear.
Unjust war is a terrible thing.
A war may be the only solution to injustice. That's standard for doing bad things to the human.
Don't hit it till you have to.
If you must hit hard.
It's just before the battle starts. Not a sound except the pounding of our hearts. Ram-ta-tam, till so loud the beats become. We didn't need a drum, we had our hearts. The smell of fear is in our sweat. I'm here to tell you it's a smell you don't forget. It's a fighting man's cologne, and that holds above my own. More than once my brow was grown a little wet. Suddenly, everywhere, shots from the top of the hill. Sudden death in the air, fighting my force with a will. All right, I shout, lay low, let's go, move out, come right, shock, I shout it loud and clear. All hell broke loose around us. It rang everywhere. And then our courage found us. It's fighter yelled above the wind and rain.
Give 'em hell, bully boys, give 'em hell! And don't forget the maid.
I won't cry, that battle cry still ringing in my ears. Courage, men, once again, we rose above our fears. I shouted, charge! And as one man we shouted, charge! The enemy was routed. Then all the strength I had, I grabbed up and held it up high as I led the way. And sent and slide up the old hillside. Please God, and Lord,
Darling, there's plenty of time.
Oh, there isn't. The guests will be here in only 2 hours.
Come on now, she used to be the one who always wanted to play.
Well, that was when I was a child. 10 minutes then, not now.
That was only last week. How can anybody grow up so fast?
Oh, it's possible. It's very, very possible.
We'll see about that.
Alice is so excited that she's lost all sense of time.
Well, she's thought of nothing but this evening for days.
You know, a few weeks ago she was trying on dresses for the party, and she had on she had her hair all up in a hornet's nest, and she looked just like her mom. Well, has she grown up all of a sudden just like that?
Oh, not exactly just like that.
No, quite right. You've been a good goose, Edie, to mother her all these years as if she were your own.
Well, she is her father's daughter.
Yeah, so people keep reminding me.
Do they? Why?
Oh, her newspaper shenanigans. She's always busting into my house to talk, into my office to talk to me. The boys think that I should control her more.
Oh, I see.
But life is a gallop. We should let our children romp. One must either rust out or wear out. I prefer to wear out.
I know. By how your talks with the lumber barons go.
Oh, those sublimated sweetbreads are in a big hullabaloo about our plans for 4 more national parks. Public land giveaway, they call it.
It's outrageous. I mean, all you're doing is giving public land to the public.
Absolutely.
Didn't you tell them a grove of giant maples ought to be kept just as we keep a great and beautiful cathedral?
Say, I like that. I think I'll use it. You know, Edie, there are an awful lot of people in this country who are afflicted with OS.
How awful. What is it?
Ostrich syndrome. I keep telling those mollycoddles you can't stick your head in the ground, hide it like an ostrich deep in the 19th century, if you intend to kick up your economic heels in the 20th. It's like those bullheads on Wall Street. They actually think that paper they trade is worth something.
Ostrich syndrome. The press would love that.
Yes. The other day I got so angry at one of those high muck stockmongers, well, if it hadn't been for the great office that I hold, I would have grabbed him by the seat of the breeches and the nape of the neck and chucked him right out the window.
Now, sure.
Instead, I said, "Sir, you have a mind that functions at 6 guinea pig power."
Really, Doc, you don't have to do everything with a bang.
Yeah.
Remember when you proposed?
Yes.
You spoke so softly, I had to lean closer to hear. And I really listened.
Delighted you did. Why, you look absolutely raptured. Tell me, did you ever think that skinny asthmatic little shirt who lived around the corner from you would wind up in the White House?
Well, I knew that little shrimp had the willpower to become a self-made man. Which certainly relieves the Almighty of a great responsibility.
Edie, you are the sweetest, prettiest, communist first lady that ever was.
That's what I love about you, Theodore, your all-consuming honesty.
Mother, how do you like my gown? Is it too plain? Or too demure? Is it too puffy?
It's too blue.
Mother, Alice, what will people think?
They'll
will make her feel special.
Well, I do sort of like the dog. And you look enchanting, doesn't she?
Oh, yes, enchanting.
Oh, Father, please come. The guests are arriving, and I want to greet them all. Don't want to miss anybody. Will you read, Father?
Oh, yes, of course, my dear. Why, she will be the belle of the ball, won't she, Edie? By Godfrey, how I wish I were 20 again.
Ah, Theodore, 20 years. And off to the ball with your Boston belle. Alice Lee. 2 more years with her, you would have been bored to tears. Just when I thought her memory had grown sufficiently dim, and his image of her, forever 18, and hips eternally slim, was fading at last, and the mist of the past had become impenetrably dense. It's clear, as it were, she's no longer a blur. Now he's thinking of her, present tense. I'll have to start competing with affection again, to brace each time I face my looking glass. I doubt if I can stand his close inspection again, wondering if, compared to her, I'll pass. When I was 21, at least I held the line, but I'm too old to flirt at 36, 39. With Alice safe in heaven, I can handle a ghost. But somehow his immortal ingenue, his paragon of mirth, has floated back to earth. Every evening down my worth, it's going to be blue. His feminine ideal, as lovely as she's real. One Alice I can deal with, but not two. I thought his dear departed had departed for good. I always thought that trip to be one way. Here she is, as big as life, in all likelihood. Not only here, but here I fear to stay. To cope with her again is simpler said than done. Who wants to skip dessert at 39? 41. Although I kept my figure, I must say, in all truth, I'm not the girl he married, but who is? Who keeps that youthful glow intact from head to toe? As if I didn't know, I know too well. Yet I've no appetite to train again to fight. His phantom of delight, but there's the bell. That sparkle from within, and all that girlish glee. What runs a little short at 41, 43.
judging by their gowns, I'd say several here tonight are flying false colors. Would it be presumptuous of me to ask for the next 10 waltzes?
Well, you know, Mr. Congressman, this party's all waltzed out. Let's do the leg of mutton. Dance until the break of dawn. Pick up the pieces and go on. Some high ones, dance till I call the blood. I'm only want to do the leg of mutton. Oh, what a dance. Would you believe that they named it after a sleeve? The leg of mutton. I'm a glutton for that
down, he's made it clear. He requires a crown, and Daddy dear still controls this town. So watch that leer for goodbye career. But that, oh, that pale blue gown. Not her, not me, not here, not now, not love. Too young, too old, too anyhow, not love. Just friends, we might be friends in life thereof. Let's wait and see, but let's agree, not her, not me, not love.
Looks like we got us a pigeon. Let's sprinkle a smidgen of salt on Mickey's tail.
A little subtle persuasion to suit the occasion, and nature will prevail. He's ripe and ready for picking, some spark on the ticket. As soon as he comes aboard here, he won't be hard to convince.
Nick and the princess, oh what a beach of a pair.
I'm in a state that's all I cannot love. It's not too late. It's just the dear not love. What was, oh then, what was I thinking of? To think that she, to dream that we, not her, not me, not love.
It seems you made an impression, a little aggression. Go back and follow through.
The girl is very much taken, unless I'm mistaken. She sent her cat for you. Oh boy, you'll leave the pack, and you'll better get packing and dazzle her while you're ahead. Go on, you've nothing to lose, Nick.
Go face the music, go on and ponder your bread.
Perhaps, and yet I just can't help but feel I'll never get the presidential seal. Hands off, don't touch or handle with kid gloves. Desist, avoid a bird, not me, not her, not love.
It seems you made an impression, a little aggression. Go back
Just
and
a
follow
kid,
through.
not love.
It's can't take another mistake. She said her cat for you. Oh boy, you'll leave the packing, you'll better get packing and tell her what you want. Go on, you've nothing to lose, Nick. Let's face the music. Go on and ponder your bread. Nothing to lose, Nick. Go raise it down, Nick. Go on and ponder your bread. Nothing to lose, Nick. Go raise the music. Go on and ponder your
I'm in love. Good Lord, it's 3 a.m. Alice? Alice, is that you? Great Scott.
Darling,
Ah!
what are you doing down here at this hour?
I was just taking a pause, Edie, peeking at the moon. I was promised an article for next month's Outlook magazine. I just got a little stuck, that's all.
Oh, what's it about?
I don't know, that's why I got stuck.
Stop worrying about Alice.
Oh, I didn't want her to go to the Bascom's costume party after the charity ball. They've been in a thick fog of cigar smoke, drink and dance all night. Besides, she's out with what's his name.
Oh,
And I just don't think it's a good idea for her to be seeing the same person year after year after year.
it's only been 3 months.
Well, it narrows her possibilities. Service training. Besides, mascots have about as much sense of morality as a tsetse fly.
Now, Theodore, you know Alice never does anything naughty in private. Only in public.
Now I know I should have had the Secret Service training them.
Careful with the moonlight, darling.
The what?
Moonlight can distort, you know.
Huh?
Make ghosts.
Ghosts, Edie, what are you trying to tell me?
It is the very error of the moon. She comes more nearer the earth than she was wont and makes men mad.
Othello!
Don't be too late.
Well, maybe he's right. The girl's been out this late before. I've never stayed up too late before, or been in such a state before. Pacing the floor and watching the door. It's not as though she doesn't know her way round the flat. I've seen the way she's treated more than one young scoundrel she's had. Oh, but she demands they pay to her. They're putty in her hands, child's play to her. But she's out with a man who's almost old enough to be her father. And it's after 3 a.m. I'm bound to trust her after all. She is my daughter, her father's daughter, not exactly what you'd call a lamb to slaughter. I've always taught her to ever hold the name she bears and save her trust. I think I brought her up to shine and let her dust, to keep us free from taint as platinum from rust. I tried to raise the girl as any father must, to be the keeper of the flame. Oh, Roosevelt, not Mrs. What's his name. It's not like me to get this way, allowing myself to fret this way, to make myself upset this way. But where can they be till 10 after 3? I've heard it said he's turned the head of many a girl. There's hardly one of marriage age he hasn't given a whirl. Their mothers have him down, that's quite the catch. Few fathers in this town would fight the match. So why behave as though the girl were out with Jack the Ripper, who I'm told is still at large? The man would never dare forget that she's my daughter, her father's daughter. The girl would never dare, and yet, if he untaught her, if he besought her, would she forget to let her conscience be her guide into the death? Yeah, to that little voice inside the voice of which I've always known her to abide. When she gets home, I swear I'll tan her little hide. Alice! Did you have a nice time, darling?
No, not really. I don't like the Bascos. They have about as much sense of morality as a tsetse fly. Stay here, I have a surprise for you.
My little belle of every ball is still her father's daughter after all. Alice, how about a late night snack?
Funny, you read my mind. And he didn't want to stay, but I persuaded him to make one of his specialités.
An omelet roulade, Mr. President.
Ambrosia for the gods. Please join us, Father.
Can't, I have an article to finish.
Oh, but sir, I make it rich and creamy, the French way.
That's nice. Not tonight, you run along.
Good night, Father.
Good night, sir.
Alice, I've just had a bully idea. I've decided to send you on a trip to the Orient. I knew you'd like that. Some goodwill tour. You'll be my official ambassador.
Oh,
Japan and China have cement relations, when I try and keep Japan and Russia from punching holes in one another over Manchuria.
Well, when do I leave?
In 3 weeks.
And how long will I be gone?
Oh, I should think 4 months ought to do the trick.
It's exciting.
Alice, you know what this means.
Yes, it means I'll be representing my country. How many girls get a chance to do that? Well, I'll see exotic places and meet exotic people. It means I'll get gobs of wonderful exotic treasure.
Damn it, Alice, don't you see?
See what?
It's a plot to separate us.
Don't be silly.
The old Pater Familias game, send the kid on a grand tour of forgetfulness to Europe.
He's sending me to the Far East.
It's just his tricky modern-day twist.
Glad to be a part of the 20th century.
Well, I think it's a bully idea.
Alice, have you been using me?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. Haven't had good time.
That's beside the point.
Great Scott, what's the point?
Alice, what are your intentions? To warn me, I demand to know. Are your intentions honorable?
You're funny.
Funny. Why don't you and your father grow up and start taking us seriously? It's perfect for each other. Don't you read the papers? Isn't that the word? Perfect for each other. That's what we are. Read it in the news, read it in the Post, read it in the Star. We're a perfect couple. I thought by now you'd have seen our headlines all about how perfect for each other we are, me and you. Perfect for each other. I thought you knew.
Alice, let's you and I go down to the kitchen. We'll plan your itinerary. I'll fix us some good old-fashioned eggs. Scrambled the American way.
Alice, we're made for one another. That's what they say. Who are we to argue? There be hell to pay. If we disappoint them, you know the press. If we let them down, might as well leave town. If we turn out less than perfect for each other, they're on page 1. They want happy endings. Why spoil it one? Perfect for each other. They want us to be perfect for each other. And who are we?
Well, Nick, 4 months isn't forever.
And whose age?
And he's vetoed the romance.
Divided the union.
He's enforced bachelorhood. A 4-month separation for the sweethearts of the nation.
Well, let's make a move and undo the Teddy's little play.
Yes, long to have them parted. It would finish what we've started. So we must include dear Nicky.
Tricky.
But we found a way. He's got to go. Without Teddy knowing that Nicky is going, he'll have to lay low.
Then once you're safely on the ship,
We'll have the stateroom directly across the hall. We'll let the information slip.
we could be shot.
But Larry's got to go.
Quentin, I'll give you a nickel for a secret. Is there anything new going on between Alice and Nick Longworth?
I see her sometimes, sir.
hugely important for the country.
Well, I'll do my best.
I know you will. I'm sorry that you missed
Mr. President, would you mind stepping aside for just a second, please?
Come on, everybody, can't keep the train waiting.
Well, Bill, you're in charge of the outfit. Take good care of my girl.
Oh, she'll be in good hands, sir.
Congressman, I think it's only fitting that you should see my daughter off on the train and get on with your life.
Oh, I intend to, Mr. President.
Father, don't worry. I'm sure the party will give you the nomination.
Well, I'm not so sure, my dear. Unfortunately, the GOP is the only elephant with a short memory.
Well, make sure your convention speech isn't too preachy. Run on your record, Father.
I promise.
It really is a funny record.
You know, your record is a disaster. We want you off the ticket. We don't want you to run for the nomination.
Your handling of Panama is the most outrageous abuse of power in the history of the presidency.
Mr. Harriman, I don't
Theodore, you were not elected to this job. You're merely an accident, and don't you forget it.
But I am in this job, JP, and don't you forget it. And I plan to be in this job for 4 more years in my own right. I have a lot to do, a lot to do.
What makes you so sure that everything you do is right?
Because I'm doing it.
Yes, Theodore, I forgot. You're the co-signer of the 10 Commandments.
We gave you your power, Theodore, and we can take it away.
We put you in, Mr. President, and we're going to do our damnedest to put you out.
You do your damnedest, gentlemen, and I'll do mine. Delegate on that convention floor, and I intend to run on my record the Panama Canal, the Pure Food and Drug Act, and enforcing the Sherman antitrust laws. I promise a square deal for everyone, and I offer you a simple but powerful formula: human need before human greed. You may not want me, but the people do, and by George, the country will not be run by you. So I'm here to tell you, like it or not, I'm taking the shot. I swore to give my country all I've got. And that's what I'll do. The red, white, and blue has got an IOU from me. And I'll ask you to prepare your ears for 4 more years of my country, my country, and you bet I won't forget it's your country, 'tis of me too. If elected when the votes have been cast, I'll build on the past and promise you a future built to last. To hold it in trust, to keep it or bust, to do whatever must be done. By George! And if they say I have to pay a high price for liberty, my price for liberty, pay I will and stand to bill the price for your liberty. Now all people say that I brag, I wave the flag, and I'll not say that I go never, till the day that I die, I won't deny, I'll be proud to wave the stars and stripes forever, and the hour that it falls from my hand, give me your word, to let it not touch the ground for a moment. Keep Old Glory waving high, let it fly o'er this land for which it stands. Keep it flying for all to see. Let it fly for every home, every spire, every pole. Yes, my friends, in every heart till we're part of one endeavor. 'Tis to live and to die for one goal, one common goal, that this our land will fly the star, stretch forever. And these things that I'm being jingoistic and dismissing what I said. Why do people make a dirty word jingoistic? When I hear them, I sing red. Yes, I sing red and white and blue. The same red, white, and blue that you see. And I want the world to see it too. And I'll keep waving till they do see. I'll defend the country it was made for. and to endeavor. Someday they'll see that flag and they'll know our only flag will be the stars and stripes forever. Delegates! Delegates, I want your votes. Let me have your votes, master. Let me have them tonight. I want to be your president. Let me have your votes now. Any vote that wants to be your president. I promise a square deal with everybody. Remember the Panama Canal. Let me hear from you now. Wait and try it, anyone can try it, anyone can follow me. Nothing to it, anyone can have it, follow us and fight. Come on and throw it back and wave it on. Sing on the river, the free and brave. Wanna sing them down, sing them down to the sky. With the red, white and blue of our endeavor. The flag is so high we can fly. And we go back to make the stars and stripes forever.
They have to take their coats off the yellow. That's what it is. Can you move the recorder over a little more to you? And then check it again. Because it went out. So. That's perfect. just did that. Still like the church. I wish I had a shelter.
Would somebody please attend to that infernal machine? Alexander Graham Bellson, you need to answer the telephone for all eternity. Who is it?
Miss Hannah Roosevelt, sir.
Ah, hello, Auntie Bye. What news, my lovely little roving ambassador? Why do you say ambassadors? Congressman Longworth is where?
Papa! The Washington Post says Alice jumped into the ship's swimming pool with all her clothes on.
What?
Tom Tucker says Nick Clover jumped in after her. The New York Journal, Alice caught in a hula raid on Waikiki Beach. Boston Herald, Princess rescued by Nick Clover.
James Amos, my bathing suit. I'm going to swim to Hawaii.
The London Times says Princess Alice and Prince Charming Longer kiss in public.
All of Tokyo in shock.
If only I could fit my hands around Bill Taft's neck.
Alice and Nick disappeared for 2 days behind the Great Wall of China.
Lovebird ambassadors make international fireworks.
Fireworks, my foot! By Godfrey, they want fireworks. They'll get fireworks. Man the matches, sparks will fly. I'm going to take him on, as sure as I take San Juan. He wants a fight, all right, my power is dry. The minute they get back, it's on the hill attack. Charge!
Mother, I'm back.
Did you have a nice time, darling?
Mother, there's so much I want to tell you.
Yes, well, I'm going to start by telling you about this kissing business in Tokyo.
Father, Mr. Taft was the perfect chaperone.
Yes, never there when you didn't want him. Right, Bill? Congressman Longworth,
Mr. President,
how dare you quote my daughter at the taxpayer's expense?
separation of powers, sir. I had a mandate from Congress.
Mandate tomfoolery on the high seas, sir.
Auntie, wait till you see what I brought you all the way from China.
President, could we go somewhere and talk privately, sir? I have a very important question I need to discuss.
Of course, you can join my tennis cabinet. We'll team up and talk along the way.
I'm not dressed for tennis, Mr. President.
You are for my kind of tennis, sir. Ah, Herr Ambassador! Monsieur Suzanne! Ah, Sergei! Is my good friend the Tsar still using the Western satellite setting? Buddy! Gentlemen, we will over dinner endeavor to strengthen the peacemaking powers of the World Tribunal, yes? Buddy! But before we sit down to roast Long Island duckling, what do you say we whet our appetites with a very special point-to-point march?
I'm doing the second important meeting at stake. Never cared for duck.
Now, your calendars are free all evening. I know, I cleared them myself. For a man to serve his country, he must be fit. Every March, we'll head for that red bottom, which will be our first target. Then we'll scale the chicken coop through the pasture back here through the North Portico, up the South Portico, and under the Smithsonian, which will be our second target. Now remember the rules, no going around things. Anything gets in your way, you either go over it, under it, or through it. All right? Fall in. Come along, lads, the press is invited. Remember, men, don't flinch, don't foul, and hit the line hard.
tea house of Kyoto. That's a city in Japan. I took lessons from a geisha who agreed to teach me the language of the fan. Every proverb has a meaning, so be careful should you meet a gentleman of Japan, for all that you know your man is saying things a sailor wouldn't repeat.
Carry on. Father of Alice Roosevelt, may I have a word with you, please?
You want to talk, sir, then walk, sir.
Mr. President, remember the rules. You can't go around this obstacle under it, all over it, sir.
In my country, I shall have to go straight through it.
With such stories about you and me. Well, what was really going on over there?
Well, the Empress of China was such a character. The open door will stay ajar. The Empress doesn't plan to change the lock. This doesn't mean she went as far as offering me a duplicate key will have to knock. But safe to say, we parted as friends. The wall between us is all that high. She's really a decent sort, and though she know quite short, it didn't stop us seeing eye to eye. You haven't mentioned being a 4th of July. He'd be proud. He's quite a man. And talk about your diplomatic vow. They all kowtowed. Yes, by Japan. I had to concede that suddenly he'd grown near somehow. Roman candles,
Comets flashing.
cymbals crashing, firebranders, rockets flaring, squirrels whirling in the sky. Nothing but talk and talk. Don't stop, go on. Well, that was when the sparks began to fly. I suddenly loved the way I saw the Labor Day to use and toss and do that. Welcome, Doctor. What exactly is the situation? Are you planning to announce an engagement? Eleanor, be it dear and tell James Agassi they serve the penny for now. Well, Mother, I have the most beautiful vase at Duncan's.
Alice.
Well, I don't know. Well, there's so much I want to do, so many things to explore. I don't know if I'm ready to give it all up.
Darling, there is life after the altar. You can still have your grand adventure. Even after 18 years, it can have you at a gallop. But you'll never have it all until you have someone to share it with you. You can still be your father's daughter and somebody else's wife. There's nothing to stop you from being both.
But Mother, must be thankful to Father.
It's still in one piece.
Well, that's it, lad, that's it. Only for you, Miss Tarbell.
Mr. President! Mr. President! Sir, I would like to ask you for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Why does everybody only want a hand?
Sir?
What does my daughter have to say about all this?
Well, as a matter of fact, she refuses to discuss it, sir. That is until I have your approval, sir.
Ah, very definitely her father's daughter.
Mr. President, I am deeply in love with Alice. She's the most fascinating woman I have ever known, and I understand why you won't let her go, sir.
Probably because you're old enough to be her father.
Age has nothing to do with it. She makes me feel a king against her.
Then by Godfrey, you're too young for her. My humble opinion, you were just using her to further your political ambitions.
You are wrong, Mr. President.
Ha! Gentlemen and lady, the worst is over. As soon as we swim the Potomac River, there's only 7 more miles to go. Ravenous appetite, Bill, ravenous appetite.
Mr. President, sir, you can't run roughshod over me the way you do Congress. Now, I demand your answer.
Well, bully for you, Congressman, bully for you. I admire your tenacity. I think that it is a sterling quality in a man.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate that, sir.
My answer is no.
Poor darling.
I wonder if the president can be impeached for aggravated assault. Darling, Bill Taft was a judge in Delaware who can get us a marriage license in 36 hours. And I
We
think that
agreed not to discuss marriage until you get father's approval.
Alice, that answer keeps you perfectly safe, and you know it. I think it's time that I know where I stand with you.
Well, I had a magnificent time in China.
Alice, we had a magnificent time in China.
Yes, but I'm confused. Well, I just want it to be perfect, and it won't be without father's blessing.
His blessing is that important to you.
Well, I love him. I simply couldn't run away behind his back. Nick, try to understand.
Try to understand. Oh, I understand. Princess Alice, go to your parties, your dances, that game and world, a lifetime of RSVP. The whole world's reclining at your feet, my sweet. You've nothing to lose but me. The limelight, the headlines, the crowds, the cheers, the princess by public decree. Your midnight will never strike, my dear, no fear. You've nothing to lose but me. You're all that I need, and in my love for you, I'm trying so hard to believe I'm all that you need. I want it to be true, but let's admit I've been a bit naive. So go and wait in your tower for 4 more years, or some prince to come set you free. I wonder, would pumpkins and white mice suffice for somebody who's expecting glass shoes? You've nothing to lose but me.
Nick, wait. The princess, the parties, the game and world. She's someone I once thought I knew. Now the world could nothing less to me. I see I've nothing to lose but you. Each morning I wake up and smile, just smile, pretending I'm smiling for two. The feeling I get will fly away. Don't say I've nothing to lose but you. There was a time, dear, you could have walked away, and I could have lived with the boy. There was a time, dear, but suddenly today
election nights, JP. I hate them. People treat you like apples. They bite you, they enjoy you, they devour you, and they throw away the claw whenever they're through with you.
Well, Theodore, apparently Pennsylvania and Georgia have already pressed you into cider. So much for the people wanting you.
Theodore, how dare you reinstate Miller, a non-union employee? That was an unfriendly act against every labor organization in this country.
Mr. Gompers, the law says that no man may be dismissed from government service on account of membership or non-membership in any labor organization.
Well, telegrams have gone out to 72 unions telling them not to vote for you in today's election.
Why, that's blackmail!
72 unions, Theodore.
Tell you no group, no class, no union is above the law of this land.
Mr. Morgan, he's done this once too often.
It's the last nail in the coffin. He's as good as dead.
I want his head and on a silver tree.
With steel and violet labor, all sharpening the saber.
It looks as though he'll have to go.
We hate to have to say, we told him so, we told him so. Can't say we didn't tell him.
Yes, and we were right. He's got to go. It isn't black and white.
The father made a cold take the party couldn't sell it. Every touch and go. We told him so. We told him so. We told him so.
Don't from your nose and labor.
No, that's the way the wind is blowing. Tell me what he hasn't got. A snowball's chance in hell is seeing a crow. We told him so. 3 years, 6 months. Looks like they're not renewing.
Teddy's lost the lease.
Let's start picking up the pieces. 3 years, 6 months. He's been his own undoing. We told him so 3 years ago. 3 years, 6 months.
Too late to school that nation's members, as it were.
Here's your hat and what's your hurry? 3 years, 6 months.
No victory celebration.
No self-congratulation. No cheers and acclamations. No free accommodations. 3 years ago. He's got to go! We told him so.
Boys, I'm sorry about Gompers and the unions, but I can't wink at any law.
Theodore, why don't you just go hunt bear or something?
Yes. I'm going camping out back with the children.
I thought you were planning to shoot the opposition.
Huh? Oh, I'm only wearing this because Quentin expects me to.
Father, I've got to talk to you.
Not now, Alice. We're in the middle of a strategy meeting.
Well, it's very important.
We'll have to wait until after the election.
No, Father, not 1 second longer.
I think we'd better be going.
Get over to party headquarters and stir up the troops. Theodore, about Alice and Nick. The White House wedding? We could still make the press deadlines.
Bill, I think I'll take your advice about the bear hunt. And I think I'll start right now in this room.
Mr. Taft is right.
Mr. Taft should learn to keep his predatory proboscis out of other people's business.
Father, may I please have your attention?
My dear, you have my constant attention. You have the whole world's constant attention.
Yes, and the whole world knows that I love Nick Longworth. The whole world has given me permission to marry Nick Longworth. The whole world knows that Nick Longworth and I are perfect for each other. Surely by now, someone must have told you just exactly how. Perfect for each other, we are, and it's true. We're so right it shows, everybody knows, everyone but you. Perfect for each other, that's what they say. Perfect for each other, in every way. If they can't convince you, we happen to be perfect for each other. Try asking me.
No one can convince me because I know it isn't true.
Why? Father, just give me one good reason.
Ah, kitten, the man simply doesn't have the right stuff.
Oh, Father,
you won't listen to me, perhaps I should give you some advice from the highest authority. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Father, I am not giving up on this. I intend to marry Mr. Nick Longworth in my mother's wedding gown with your blessing.
Alice?
Theodore.
Damnation! What's his name has got her head so soaked in moonlight that you can't talk to her anymore. She's incoherent, she's intractable, she's
In love.
in love.
Yes, darling, you remember.
Oh, that's nonsense. She's just a fiddle-headed adolescent viewing after an old reprobate. You should have done something about that, Edith.
Well, I didn't tell her to fall passionately in love with Nick Longworth.
She doesn't know what passion is all about. I mean the grand passion that comes to each of us once in a lifetime.
I think she feels that.
Then, by Godfrey, you don't know what passion is all about.
Oh, really? I've had a grand passion since I was 6 years old.
Oh, Edie, I didn't
Oh,
mean...
what did you mean?
Edith, please, I don't wish to discuss this now. The children are outside waiting.
Hide in the backyard with the children. But win or lose this election, your problem with Alice will have to be faced. You can't hold on to her forever.
But every father...
You're not every father, and it's not just your daughter.
What do you mean?
All these years you've kept a lovely memory locked up. Now, crack the memory shell.
Edith.
Let the ghost go once and for all if you want to go on being a good husband and a good father.
I forbid you to say one word more.
If somebody was to say, oh, you're wonderfully courageous, charging appeals towards the future, but you're totally terrified of your own past. Oh, Theodore. Unresolved things have a way of kicking back and hurting. Hurting us all.
From the Greek word syndrome, it's a kind of disease, a sort of mental disorder. Do you understand?
No, Papa. But it sounds awful. Like a bad tummy ache.
Yes, only deeper.
Is there any medicine to cure it?
Go to sleep, son.
Papa,
Quiet. Please go to sleep.
you can't.
Yes, you can.
Moon's too bright.
Close your eyes.
Won't close.
If you don't close your eyes, I'll take my gun and shoot out the moon.
You can't shoot out the moon. It's too far away.
You want to bet?
And then, Papa! See. Oh, see, don't shoot out the moon.
Not if my little Boston Belle commands me.
See, come quick. See how the moon makes the bay shiver with gold.
Alice, did you know that old Sangamon Mohannes and all the Long Island Indian chiefs used to hold their war councils right here on our hilltop? What a spot to build our home. It's spinning with American history.
Sweetheart, don't hold me so tight.
And I'm never going to let you go. I'm going to hold you and cuddle you and kiss you for the next 10,000 years.
Well, Lee, I'm afraid in 6 months, 4 days, 2 hours, 25 minutes and 42 seconds, you're going to have to let go of me for a little while.
Why are you being so specific?
I'm going to have a baby.
Great Scott, for the first time in my life, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, dearest. Oh, Fee, I'm so happy. Be with me always.
Always. Always.
Congratulations, Roosevelt.
Thank you, it's a girl.
Please, her mother. Are you going to name her?
Alice Lee, after her mother.
He's the Dr. Bell, oh, he's the Dr. Bell.
Quiet, man, what's wrong?
Oh my God,
Where's Alice?
the baby's mine.
Where's Alice?
See, wait.
Alice!
Don't go in, Fee.
Alice!
Alice is dying!
It's all right, officer. Everything's fine.
The president's like,
No, Edie. Children are bullied. Just bullied. I was just getting rid of a ghost.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. Well, we thought perhaps you'd heard the news.
sir, she's going to win the election.
President Bueller returns indicated sure to be a landslide.
Probably the largest plurality in the nation's history.
You were right about everything, Mr. President. Now the whole country knows that.
Godfrey, I'm no longer merely an accident. Seems to be somebody missing.
She's inside. Waiting.
Yes, of course. Edith, will you take the children into the house and put them to bed?
No, Papa.
Okay. Follow on. I'll wait up here. I need some time alone. Name them.
Mama, now Papa's really president. Can he give the bride away now?
Give the bride away. Horrid expression. My proudest possession. Just give her away. Easy to say. count on her soul. I start to miss her if she's gone a day. To open my hand and tell her she's free. She can't understand how hard for me that would be. If she loves him so, how can I love her and keep holding on? If she wants to go in all the real ways, she's already gone. How can I refuse? How could I explain that I couldn't choose between my joy and her pain? If I made her stay, who knows how far from each other we grow? There may be no way for me to hold her unless I let go.
I heard the news. I think it's just bully.
Well, thank you, my dear. Alice? My dear Alice. When I was not much older than you are now, I was given a great blessing. The blessing of being in love with your mother, who I thought was perfect in every possible way. I know I can never forget the memory of what she meant to me, but I realize that I have to find a resting place for that memory somewhere in my heart, so that it doesn't have so much effect on all of us. This music box was a gift I meant for her on the day that you were born. I want you to have it now, as a wedding present. like your mother.
I'll go the rest of the way myself, Father. You can let go now.
Now, Theodore,